Hi everybody, it is Tuesday night and that means it is time to make a cocktail. Tonight we're making a Gin Basil Smash. I had promised the club that we're going to make a tequila cocktail, but life interceded. I had lots of basil and this is such a refreshing drink that I thought would be a great thing to make. It reminds me of that John Lennon quote, life is what happens when you're making other plans. Well, so much for the tequila. We're making a Gin Basil Smash. Boy, that's hard to say. Stay tuned and we'll mix it up.
This exclusive cocktail club meets weekly to mix drinks, trade tips, and explore the history in every glass. No paywall, no dues, but the handshake, that stays secret.
This was a drink invented by Jorg Meyer, a German guy working out of Hamburg. He has a bar there, Lion Bar de Paris in Hamburg. But he made this very simple and very refreshing cocktail with loads of basil. Summertime, it's a great time to make this thing. And he is famous for inventing this cocktail. It's interesting. This is probably one of the earliest viral cocktails. He posted it on his blog on July 10, 2008. The recipe for this cocktail, it went viral right away. Before you knew it, it was around the world, Singapore, London, you name it, New York, San Francisco, all over the world. But it's very interesting how quickly it went. I think this is kind of a sad food trend a little bit. Like we get to share everything, but then there's nothing unique. Everybody's got everything. Everybody's got what everybody else has got, and there's nothing unique anymore. But such is the world we live. Anyways, the other thing about this cocktail, which really is a riff on a whiskey smash, swapping in the basil and for the mint and the whiskey for the gin, or the gin for the whiskey. Jorg Meyer is famous for saying there are two types of bartenders: the ones who make things complicated and the ones who make things simple. I prefer the second one, he said. I actually prefer the second one too. This reminds me of the tension between people like Sasha Petrosky, who wrote on regarding cocktails and helped revive cocktails in New York in the last century, and then places like Beth and Company, which I also like, but they have very complicated cocktails. Their cocktails have lots of syrups and lots of special things you have to procure. But Jorg Meyer said, let's keep it simple. I like it that way too. All right, so let's make the drink. You got lots of basil, fresh basil. Put that in your tin, and then you put, I don't like to put all my wet ingredients when I'm muddling. I think it gets too much water or liquid in there. So it's 1 ounce of lemon juice. I'm actually using lime, but lemon juice is the original recipe. It's 3/4 of simple syrup. And then I muddle that. I think the more basil you put in, the greener it gets, which is part of the charm of the cocktail. But you get it nice and muddled. And then you add the gin, and you put in some ice, and you give it a good shake. And after shaking it for 15 or 20 seconds, you have it now ready to go. So then you strain it into the glass with ice in it. You could double strain it, which I didn't do because, I don't know, I like some of the basil floating. And then the garnish is a little more basil here on the side. And there you have it. It does have a nice green color. It really is a great cocktail. It's very refreshing. It's a great drink. I like the basil flavor. It's unique to the cocktail. It's very of the moment. It's very summery. It's very floral. You can smell the basil. I highly recommend it. I like how simple it is. I love the flavor. It is very refreshing. It is like a bee's knees that I made a few weeks ago with mint. But here it is, basil smash. Any really herb, a lot of herbs would work this way. Like I said, mint, maybe lemongrass, maybe maybe rosemary. Play with that. But there it is, the basil gin smash. Next week, I have not made enough rum cocktails, but I did see the High Proof Preacher making a very interesting margarita riff with pineapple syrup, so I might try that too. Anyways, stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe and certainly enjoy cocktails with your friends and family.